So tonight's class is going to be a band class. So we're going to do a bit of a warm up here just to increase some mobility, get the body temperature increased, and all of our circulation here increased. So we're just going to sway the arms side to side, and you can just cross one arm over, one arm under, and switch arms each time here. So one arm over, one arm under. So really wide stance, bend through the knees here, and really think of growing through the spine. And you can also start to increase opening the chest. So from here, think of opening up. So breathe in, exhale. So slow it down here for these next few. So you can really try to get some big expansion happening through the chest. Breathe in, exhale, open. Couple more, inhale, exhale, open, and relax here. We're gonna swim the arms back, and we're gonna allow a little bit of rotation here happening through the hips. So bend those knees slightly. Let's actually move the feet a little bit closer together. And you're gonna extend one arm back, big circling. And really here, start to feel that shoulder opening. Now, if there's clicking happening, keep it a little bit smaller. You can also bend at the elbow. So just move what feels good to you here. So find that flow and that right amount of balance here before you feel any, you shouldn't be feeling any pain at all, but any clicking, because you can always make it smaller. One more each side, breath in, breath out. Good. From here, we're gonna bend the knees. We're gonna extend both arms forward here. And this time we're gonna swim forward, keeping those knees slightly bent, and really try to extend those arms, circling them one at a time. And notice if one side feels like it's getting a little bit stuck, or you might not have quite as much range as the other side. Just check in here, take note of that. Couple more, breath in, breath out. Inhale, reach, and exhale. Good, both arms all the way down. Big circles here. We're gonna stand on one foot, and we're just gonna lift and lower, lift and lower. So it's a little bit of a balance exercise, but also trying to stretch out the muscles in the arch of the foot and also strengthen that calf. So you might need to hold on to the wall here for balance or a piece of furniture, that's okay. Switch sides, we're only doing a few. Other foot lifted here, and this time here, we're gonna open the arms and close. Open, close. So imagine you're just balancing two bowls on each hand and just gently squeezing those shoulder blades together, squeezing and releasing. Breathing in, breathing out, and release. Breathe in here, breathe out, and release. We're gonna try a couple more. Open and close. Open and close. One more here. Okay, from here, stepping back, we're gonna bring the knee in, step it back. So you're gonna try to take a really big step back as much as you can. You can hold on to something for balance here if you need to. And you can really start to slow down so you're feeling the stretch happening through the front of the hip. So I'm just gonna show it sideways here. So inhale, knee comes up, exhale, step back, open the hip. Inhale, knee up, exhale. And you can tuck the bum under just a little bit here as you reach that leg all the way back. Couple more. You can also increase or extend those arms all the way to the ceiling here if you want a little more of a stretch. And release. One more, breathe in, exhale. Other side, knee comes all the way in, reach it back. Reach those arms up if you want a little bit more. If not, you can keep those hands on those hips or hold on to something for your balance. Breathe in, knee comes up, exhale, step it back. Up here, tip it back here. So breathe in, knees in, exhale back. Hips are facing forward, and we're really trying to stretch out the front. So don't worry about working the front quad and bending. We're really trying to just create a little bit of extension and opening happening to stretch that hip flexor. One more here, breathe in, exhale. All right, big wide stance. Feet are parallel, and we're gonna add really big circles here. So breathing in, breathing out. So notice here, how is that low back feeling? Stop, reverse direction, a couple more the other way. Inhale, coming forward. Exhale, opening back. Breathing in. And breathing out back. All right, from here, bring both arms forward, elbows together. You're just gonna reach those arms up and then bring them in. So we're just gonna do about 4 of these. So bend the knees, arms come up. Inhale, release it down. Exhale, up. Inhale, let it go. You can move the feet a little bit closer together, or you can come up into a standing position, reach the arms up and lower. So this is helping stretch out the upper part of your thoracic spine here. So mid back to upper back. Let's try 2 more. Inhale, up, or the knees can be bent. If you want a little more work into the legs, you can bend those knees. Release. Little pulses here for 8, so squeeze it up. 1, 2, elbows together. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and relax. All right, grab your long band here. So grabbing your band. From here, we're gonna do a bit of a press. So you're gonna hold on to the band with your left hand, and then right hand is gonna press it all the way up to the ceiling. So it's opposite hand for each side. So you're controlling the tension with your bottom arm, and we're gonna press it up and then release. Press it up and release. So this is what the upper body movement looks like here. So coming from the side, we're gonna start to bend the knees a little bit because we're gonna do a little more weight transfer by extending our opposite leg out. Lower and lift. Now if it's too much for balance, just tap the foot out, bring it in. So that's the modification, it's just the tap. A little more work here for the legs. You can lift it up. Most challenging, squat it down. Actually, I'm changing that. So it's gonna be up, squat it down, lift, then press. Or you're not gonna feel that movement here and that resistance for the shoulder if we do it with the squat. Lower and lift. So press it up, shoulder comes down, squat it down, lift that leg. Press forward, squat, lift the leg. Press, squat it down, and lift. If you want it more challenging, hold a little bit higher up so you're getting more resistance happening through the band, lift the leg. Or you're just doing the tap. You can just tap the foot out if you want it a little bit easier. Lower down, think of sinking down into a chair and lift the leg. Good, press it up. Lower down and lift. Good stuff, we're almost there here with this side. Lift that leg, press, lower, and lift. Let's try one more here. Press it up, lower, and lift. Pulse it only with the shoulder here. So reach that arm right up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Press it up, pulse with the leg. 1, 2, 3. More challenging, don't step down to the floor. Connect with the core here, bend that stabilizing knee, and relax. Okay, shake that side out. Moving on, other side. So same thing, shoulder press, optional squat in the middle, leg lift, or foot tap if you're just doing the modified. So here we go, creating that tension, opposite hand down, press it up, exhale, squat it, and then lift that leg. Press in front, lower, lift. Press it out. So don't worry about forcing the leg too high, only lift the leg as high as you can allow it to without feeling any clicking. Press it in front, sink it back into those heels, lift. Press in front. Try to keep that arm up for a little more work here. Press, hold it. Squat, lift. Press it up here. Keep that arm at 90 degrees if you can. Squeeze the glutes. Press in front here. Lower. Lift that leg. Good. Press. Lower it down and lift. Couple more. Press it up. Sink it back. Weight into the heels. Press. Lower. Lift. 2 more here. Sink it down. Lift that leg. 1 more. Press it up. And then lift that leg. Pulse here, upper body only. Press 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And relax here. Pulse it with the legs. 1, 2. Bend that stabilizing knee. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1 more. 8. All right. Going right into a lat pull down. So the movement for the upper body here is pulling down and then releasing it up. So we are doing some compounding exercises. So more than one body part we're strengthening here at the same time. And we're going to be adding on to a bit of rotation. So we're going to pull down and we're going to extend the right leg out. Right leg comes in. Bring it up. Pull down, out, bring it back in. So we're not switching sides with the legs. If you want it more challenging, hold closer together. Leg comes out, circle the leg back in, arms come up. Pull down, strong core here. Step it out, circle it back in, and release. So if it's too much for the hips here to add that semi-half circle with the knee, you're gonna step it out. And then you're just gonna follow the pace and bring it back, okay? Step it out, step it in, release those arms. Pull down, step, bring it in, and release. Breathe in here, exhale. Breathe in, pull down, exhale. Inhale here, pull, leg comes up, leg comes back, release it up. So arms are working hard here, working that upper back again, and shoulders. Bring it up. 2 more. Pull it down, circle that leg, back in, and up. 1 more down, circle, leg comes back in, release it up. Okay, same thing, other side. Arms are gonna be doing the same amount of work here, or the same, exercise. So they will get fatigued here from this. All right, so here we go. Arms come back up into that lat pull. So pulling down, little circle here as you bring that leg back in, release it up. So we're really we're shortening the hips here as we extend the leg out. So some strengthening happening. And then transfer of weight here, back in. Pull down in front. Step to the side, step it in, back up. Pull down lower, step it out, step it in, back up. Breathe in, exhale. Breathe in up, lower, back in, and release it up. Lower, leg comes in, back up. So think of control here. Notice if this side can get as high as the other side could. Watch you're not extending through the low back, so you can bend the knees here a little bit more. Reach those arms up. We only have a few more to go. Pull. Leg to the side, leg back up, and in. 2 more. Out. Back in. Leg or arms all the way up. Bring the arms here, pulse at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Relax here, shake those arms out. Whew, all right. Okay, so we're gonna add the next, or go into the next exercise here, which is going to be a sumo squat, so a wide-legged squat. Toes are slightly turned out here. So make sure that the knees aren't going over the toes here for the sumo squat. And then we are gonna be doing a 1-arm rotation here. So for this, you're gonna hold your right arm or your left arm in front, and you're gonna pull back and rotate and then release. So it's gonna be a bit of a pull happening here, like a row actually, with some rotation to get into the obliques. So for this, let's make sure first that your knuckles are facing up to the ceiling and you're about shoulder distance apart. We're gonna lower down into our squat, then we're gonna pull back, release it up, release everything here. So breathe and lower, pull that arm back, arm comes back up and release. Lower, pull, back, and release. More challenging, as you lower, you can lift the heels. So this is an advanced option. You're lifting those heels up. So find that balance first, then you're rowing back with one arm only, lowering, squeeze that waist here, back, back up. Sink that weight back into the heels. Now if this is too much for the knees, you're just doing that upper body row without the legs. So you can even move the feet a little bit further in here. All right, so you're not so wide and you're just pulling back. Squeeze from those obliques and come back to center. So you're trying to keep your opposite arm that's not rowing right in front of your shoulder. So, and I just need to mention this here because I can feel mine trying to move in front a little bit like this. You want to try to keep that back. And that's what's going to give you that resistance. Lower, pull, release, back up. Lower, pull, release, back up. Couple more. Lift those heels for more of a challenge. And up, lower, pull, and up. Okay, shake those arms out. We're going to do the other side. So same idea, but this time, opposite arm is pulling back and keeping the other arm in front of that shoulder here. So I'm just gonna move down to my band just a little bit. So depending on how long your band is. So you're going to sink back into those squats again, really wide squats. Arms are at shoulder height and just in line with the chest. So we're lowering down into that sumo squat, more challenging, lift the heels. Roll one arm back, release it. Back up, lower down, roll back, and release. Good. Inhale, connect with that core. Draw your belly in and up here. Breathe and lower, roll it back and rotate, and release. Lower, pull, and release it up. Lower, pull, and release. Good, keep going here. You don't have to lift both heels. You can keep those heels down if it's too much lifting the heels. Or, like I mentioned with the other side here, you don't have to do the squat at all. You can just do the one arm row if you're having issues with the knees at all. Breathe in, exhale, back up. Think of sinking back into the heels here, almost like you're leaning up against a wall. Row it back. Breathe in, back up here. Lower, row, and back up. Couple more here. Row it back, release it up. Lower here, pull, breathe in and release. Let's go here with one more. And release, hold it down. You're just gonna pulse it. Pulsing here. Keep those arms out in front. Pulse arms 1, 2. So start to add the pulsing of the arms with the pulsing of the legs. Go lower if you want this more challenging. Too much for those knees, just do the arm pulsing only. More challenging, lift those heels now for the last 20 seconds. Try to go as low as you can go. Go a little bit further if you can. Keep reaching those arms away from each other. Breathing in, breathing out. Almost there. Couple more. 5, 4, 3, 2, and release it out. Amazing. Shake those legs out. We're gonna work it to the floor here. All right, so just roll those arms all the way back. We still will be using the band, so keep it close. Just roll those shoulders down and back. Take a breath in and a breath out. Okay, so stand at the back of your mat and you're gonna reach those arms all the way out. We're gonna walk it down into our high plank. Bend the knees here. Slowly walk those hands towards all the way down to the front of your mat. And from here, we're just gonna shift back and forth. If this is too much on the hands and feet, come to the knees and you're just shifting your weight back and forth here, taking a breath in and a breath out. Got a couple more here. Try to get into right onto the tips of the toes and stretch out the arches of those feet here. Even if you're on those knees, tuck those toes under here so that you are really feeling the stretch happening through the center of the feet. All right, from here, sink it back into shell stretch. Open the knees just a little bit here. Rest your forehead down, or you can place your hand in a fist and rest your forehead down. Just take a deep breath in and exhale. Good, one more here, breath in and exhale. All right, coming on to the hands and the knees for the next one. So you might want to roll up your mat if you are on a very hard floor, just so it's a little more cushioning for the knees. We are going to be lifting opposite leg and opposite arm. So I'm going to go with right arm out to the side. So my left hand is pressing down on my band. So that's keeping that resistance happening here. And then I'm just going to pull my right arm out to the side. So beginner option here is no leg lift. More advanced here is opposite leg is lifting at the same time. Good, breathe in here. Exhale, lift. Inhale, exhale, out. So getting more to the back of the shoulder. Try to keep those hips facing forward and try to keep that core connected. Breathe in, breathe out. Squeeze the glutes here as you extend that leg. Inhale, exhale, out to the side. Couple more, breath in, breath out. Good, hold that leg all the way out. Hold the arm out here, or if you need that modification, keep that leg down. You're doing circles, 8 little circles. So if you want this a little easier, ease up on the tension of the band so there's a lot more band here. Or if you want it more challenging, bring it a little bit closer. Reverse, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Sink it all the way back. Reach those arms forward here. Good, roll up the wrist here for a moment. And let's actually just go into a little bit of a forearm stretch into the wrist. So bringing one arm in front here. And then we're going to switch that up. So other arm. Think of the length here happening through the front of that arm. And we're going to go into some push-ups here. So for this next one, you may want to use the wall if it's too much for the wrist. And we're going to place our band around our back. So we want to try to get our band pretty flat, which is going to be hard. It's going to roll up. But you would like to ideally keep it on the shoulder blades, okay? So again, we're going to be on the hands and knees. You're going to hold on to the ends of your band. All right, level 1 is you're just going into that protraction and retraction. So you're not actually doing a push-up. You're pressing up and out of the wrist, pushing the shoulders to the sky, and then you're squeezing the shoulders down and back without rounding the low back at all. It's just the upper back and back of the shoulders doing the work. Level 2, going into the push-ups here with that resistance. Inhale, lower down, bring your butt down with you. Exhale. Make sure your hands are just about shoulder distance apart and press it up. Draw in through the core. Most challenging up on the feet here. Good. Keep going. Inhale, lower. Exhale, press it up. I'm also going to demo on the wall. So if this is too much for those wrists, you can place that band behind your back for a bit of resistance. Stand on one foot or both feet. You're gonna lower down and then press away. And it is a lot more work here. You will feel that resistance with the band. And if you don't, depending on also the strength of your band, you may wanna hold a little closer, okay? Keep going here, breathe and lower. Exhale, press it up. Inhale, lower. Try to bring your chest all the way down to the floor. Breathe in. Exhale, press it up. Lower. And press. Let's try to go with 4 more here. Core is tight. 3, 2. Last one here. Try to hold it for 4, 3, 2. All right, release it out. Okay. Just relax the band here for a sec. Bring yourself into your shell stretch. Rest the forehead down. And just move into this here. Deep breath in. Try to lower each arm. Just a little bit of rotation. Okay, and now we got to go back into the other side for our opposite arm and leg extension. Okay, so we're going to be going into the left arm extending here. I'm just going to flip myself around. So we're going to be kneeling here. Level 1, the leg isn't extending. And we're just extending the arm out, trying to get it to about shoulder height. If it doesn't get that high, that's okay. Try not to go any higher though. More challenging lifting that opposite leg with you. So it's exhale, hold, squeeze the glutes, breathe and release it in. Exhale, inhale in. Connect with that core here. And more challenging, you also don't have to lower the leg all the way to the floor. You can keep it hovering up off the floor here. Good. Imagining here you're balancing a bowl of water on that low back. So trying to keep a long spine. Breathe in. Exhale. Good. Inhale here. Exhale, bring it up. A couple more. One more here. Hold the leg up here or keep it down. Little circles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Reverse, other way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, release it out. Whew. All right, let's stretch that out. So bring your arms behind you and just drop those shoulders down. Take a breath in, look up towards your ceiling. And take a breath out. And this is a good time here just to do a little side bend. We're gonna go into side kick series next. So we're doing just a gentle side bend here. I heard a bit of a crack there. All right, coming to one side. It doesn't matter which side, you can flip and do the other side after. You are gonna use your band on your top leg. If it's too much resistance, you can get rid of your band completely. Okay, so underneath leg is either bent at 90 for more stability or completely extended. You can come all the way down or hand to your head, or you can come up shoulder under elbow under the shoulder. This is more challenging though. Okay, so keeping that front arm that's holding both ends of the band in front of you and keeping it down, okay? So flex the foot, inhale, bring the leg forward for 2, exhale, point and back. Now, if you don't have a long band like this, then you will feel a lot more tension and you're probably holding a lot lower. So wherever you are, see if you can just connect with your floor a little bit and try to keep that hand down. And you might not be able to have that full range, and that's okay. Just try to create a little bit of tension here. So we're working our hamstrings as we bring the leg forward, and we're working quad strengthening, or quad strength on the way back. One more here, forward. One more back. Now we're gonna go up and down, so I'm loosening up here because that's way too much tension, and then lower. So exhale, lift up for 2, Inhale, lower, down in front. Lift for 2, breathe and lower. So hips are stacked here, almost feeling like we're rolling in front. Lift that leg up for 2, inhale, lower. Exhale up, breathe in down. Squeeze those glutes here and lower. Exhale up, breathe in down. Almost there. And lower. Couple more. Good, last one here. We're gonna turn this into our circles. So circle it. 1. And think of those circles skinny but longer. Taking a deep breath in here. And a deep exhale. Good, breath in, breath out. One more here, we're gonna reverse that direction, so other way. 1, zip it down. 2, and lower. 3, 4, 5, 6, almost there, 7, one more. Hold that leg up right where you are, pulse it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and relax. All right, shake that leg out. Woo! All right, coming into other side. So let's do the other side right away. So we can even that out, starting with front and back, leg kick series here. Now, if the band is just way too much, or if you're really too tight through the hips or glutes, you can just do this exercise with no band at all, okay? Keeping that knee bent, hips are stacked, arm is down, leg comes forward, and back. So inhale, kick for 2, exhale, back with control. Forward for 2, and back. Breathing in, exhale, back. And lower. Try to keep that arm down if you can. You might have a lot more tension happening depending if your band is shorter. Now also draw in through those abdominals here. Breathe and lower. Exhale back. One more forward and back. Good. Lowering down and then lift up for 2. You can extend that leg for more of a challenge and for more balance. Lift it up for 2. Breathing and lower. Lift. Lower here. Lift it up. Breathe in. Exhale, lift. Lower that leg. Lift it up. Lower and lift. Lost the mic here. Here we are. Good. You should be feeling this a lot through the outside here. So kind of the back of the butt, possibly into the side of the leg. So try to really keep those hips stacked and try to be almost rolling forward here. Let's turn this into circles. So keeping those circles skinnier rather than wider. Circle it up, lower it down, up and lower. Lift and lower here. Try not to be rocking back and forth on those hips. One more, let's reverse the direction. Breathing in, exhale down. Lift and lower. Notice, does this side feel a little more challenging here? That stabilizing side was working here as we were doing the leg kicks. 2 more, up, circle it down. 1 more, kick it up here for 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and relax. We will stretch those muscles out here, but not quite yet. We're going right into a plank. So get yourself onto your elbows here. Having issues here keeping this on tonight. So right onto your elbows. So forearms and elbows. Going right into plank. Bring your band in front of you just so you can hold on to each end. We're going to be holding this for 1 minute. Now thumbs are gonna come up and you're just gonna pulse those arms away from each other. All right, so either on the knees or on the feet starting now, go. So you're just pulling those arms away from each other, drawing those abdominals in and up here, breathing. Pull those arms, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze the glutes, draw those abdominals in and up, modifications down onto the knees here. Keep trying to pull those arms away, breathing in. A lot more work here for the core. The back wants to come down with you. Try to keep it up and lengthened. We're almost there. 30 seconds to go. Breathing in, breathing out. Inhaling and exhaling. Think of a nice long spine, length through the back of the neck here. How many seconds left? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, keep breathing. 5, 4, 3, 2. All right, relax it all the way down. Bring those arms all the way forward here. Start to flutter kick the feet. Good, so keep flutter kicking actually here. And you're gonna try to keep lifting those thighs up off the floor. And we're gonna fold those hands down in front. So just rest the forehead down. And you're just gonna keep flutter kicking. Now try to squeeze the glutes, lift the legs up a little bit higher here. Take a deep breath in and a deep exhale. A little bit more, you can grab your band and just pull those arms out. But look down towards the floor here while we're flutter kicking. So one leg at a time. If that's too much here for the low back or for the back of the neck, relax your head down onto your hands. The feet can be relaxed for this as well. Breathing in, breathing out. All right, relax. We're gonna bring this into heel kicks. So heel beats actually. So you're gonna beat the heels together for 2. And then we're gonna bring upper body up. So it's heel kick for 2, lower the legs, upper body lifts. So my hands are just resting right under my forehead here. Heel beat for 2, and then lift it up. Heel beat for 2, lift it up. A little more advanced, arms are reaching out. Heel beats, reach those arms up. Pull on the band just a little bit. Now really flex the feet here while you're beating those heels. Reach it up, beat for 2. Reach and lift and beat. One more, reach and beat. Okay, slowly come up. Sink it back down into our shell stretch here. Take a deep breath in and a deep exhale. Just into cat back, round the spine, chin to chest. Inhale here. Pressing up and out of the hands. Good, and relax, coming down onto the butt here, and we're gonna bring it all the way to the floor. So slowly lower yourself all the way down, bring the feet up with you. The feet are gonna go under your band, all right? And we're just starting to go into our bicycle. So you're gonna press one knee in, one leg out. So inhale, exhale. So this is a very long band, so I can bring my arms right back. So depending on what band you have here, you might not be able to bring those hands back. So you can keep those arms just slightly even at about hip height. Press and extend. Press. Now more challenging here, lower both legs, bring it up, lift the hips and butt. Lower both legs, lift the hips and butt. So inhale, lower. Try to bring the arms back as your legs lower. So feel that resistance. Lift the hips and butt just a little bit here. Back and up, back and up. Breathing in here. Lower those arms back, lift, and one more, and lift. You're gonna find the hardest part here where you feel those low abs shake. So you're gonna lower those legs to about like a 45-degree angle, so you feel those low abs really working. So wherever you are, you might even want to bend the knees if that's too challenging. And you're just gonna bring the legs apart. We're gonna do 16 of these, so 2 counts of 8. And they can be straight for more challenging. So really feel those low abs drawing in and out, breathing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, counting down, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and done. Hug those knees in. Release that band to the floor. Rock those knees side to side. Take a breath in and a breath out. Stretch those arms all the way overhead. Hug one knee to chest. Stretch one leg all the way out here. And we're gonna turn that foot. So we're gonna go right into that glute stretch here. So crossing one leg over the opposite thigh. Hug underneath that thigh here. And just breathe. Deep breath in. And a deep exhale. And then switching legs here. So slowly opposite knee into the chest, lengthen through the other hip. Just slowing down your breath. Just breathing. And then cross that leg over the opposite thigh here. Flex the foot if you can. Hug underneath that thigh. Just take a deep breath in. And a deep exhale. One more breath in here. Inhale. And exhale, let it go. Stretch the leg all the way along the floor. Stretch those legs all the way along the floor as well. Slowly release both arms all the way down to your side. You're going to roll yourself to one side. Bring yourself up into a seated position. Crossing the legs here. We're going to go right into a big shoulder stretch. Arms come forward. And just look up here and take a breath in. And then breathe out. Release the arms all the way back. You're going to interlock the fingers here. Just drop the shoulders down. Feel that extension here happening through the spine. Breathe in. And breathe out. And I just want to go into a hip flexor one for the last minute. So you're going to come up to kneeling, one leg forward here, tuck the bum under, and we're just going to add just some rotation here each side. So each arm is just doing a very slow and controlled circle here. Breathing in and exhale. Good. Switch legs. So think of tucking the bum under. This time reverse your circles. One arm comes forward, one arm comes back. Forward and back. Breathe in and breathe out. Good. Slowly ease out of that. Coming all the way down onto the feet here. Tuck those feet under. And just really think of stretching out through the front of the quads, out through the feet. Take a deep breath in. Reach those arms all the way up to the ceiling. And exhale, hands down into heart center. Thank you, everybody, for practicing with me today. I hope you guys have a great week. Namaste.